can be producing rotation, can have a water spout associated with it moving ashore. That water spout can not only enhance the winds that are already present at the surface, that's exactly what we're concerned about here, and that's why this tornado warning was prompted, because this is a very intense line of thunderstorms that are moving ashore. I'm going to go back over to reflectivity just so you can see what I'm talking about here. It's right on this front edge of the line of storms, and it is an intense line of storms. It goes all the way up over toward Bruce, Ebro, back up even over toward Red Bay. This is headed toward Vernon as well. All of you are under a severe thunderstorm warning, but where we have the tornado warning, that is for possible water spouts associated with that line of storms moving ashore. So as we speak, we're now talking about basically from 79 east. 79 east, if you live along the beach, potential water spouts moving ashore along associated with an extreme wind gust line. So any of those areas could have water spouts with them. It could locally enhance the winds. 60, 70, 80 miles per hour out on the beach is very, very possible, as we've been seeing and getting reports of intense winds associated with this line. A little kink right there. I'm going to go back to base velocities and look at it. It looks like possible tornado there. Let's zoom in. I think that looks right about over West Bay at this point in time. Could be a tornado just to the south of West Bay. So this is State Highway 79, the West Bay Elementary right there, crossing over the bridge, going back over toward 388, toward the gas station that's up that way. So thankfully, this is a relatively rural area, but you're headed over toward Frank Brown at this point in time. This is West Bay itself, and then this is the area of West Bay. If you're in West Bay, you got to be in shelter. I told you that a few minutes ago. Now you definitely do, because you got rotation directly over the top of you. So I hope you took my advice. This could be a tornado right here over State Highway 79. Several areas of intense wind gusts along with that and other couplets. Moving toward Bidawee Beach, let's zoom in there. Also looks like the potential for a water spout at this point in time, moving toward Edgewater as well. And again, this is Middle Beach going to Front Beach right through here. You got that intense line of winds coming toward you. It looks like there might even be a downburst just offshore, and I'm putting up the wind speeds there. Yeah, 70, 80 miles an hour, very easily obtainable with this line of wind that is moving ashore Panama City Beach. So again, if you are on the east end of the beach and the wind and rain hadn't gotten to you yet, it's coming, and you need to get to your shelter now. Act like this is a tornado. It very well could be. We could be talking about several water spouts have already possibly moved ashore, and we could be talking about a few more. Excuse me? Okay, so this warning will be extended east into Panama City. So if you are in Panama City and you're watching me now, if you live across the Hathaway Bridge on the east end, you too need to be getting into your shelter. We have two areas of rotation here, one right over West Bay, one just offshore around Bidawee Beach, moving toward Back Beach. That's going to be right there. Going across toward the Hathaway Bridge. We have new tornado warning. This is, again, for this intense line of storms. There are several areas of rotation on this line of wind, basically is what we're talking about. And any of these areas of rotation could be producing a tornado, but they're definitely producing some very strong wind gusts. So again, if you live anywhere 388, if you live State Highway 77 back through Lynn Haven, down to Highland Park, Bayview, the west end of Panama City, downtown Panama City, back towards Gulf Coast State College, get into your shelter now, because this is an intense line of wind that is going to be moving toward you. Again, Panama City Beach, St. Andrews State Park, you got the wind moving on you right now. But again, we do have several little couplets as well. So any of those areas could be producing a tornado. But what we do definitely know is that these areas are getting slammed with some wind gusts at this very moment. I'm going to bring that back up and show you some of what the wind gusts could be being produced down at the surface. 70, 80 mile per hour winds very easily obtained with this line of storms that is moving on shore, as well as possible tornado. Again, any of those couplet areas could be talking about a tornado at this point in time. Can't say definitively where one is at the moment, because honestly there's several areas of rotation. But this is winds moving toward the radar, and this is winds moving away from the radar. So where you see these little areas meeting, right there, Another one right here. All of those areas could be areas of rotation with a funnel on the ground. It is very possible that there could be several funnels on the ground right now, or maybe just one funnel on the ground right now. We're not talking about a traditional couplet type of tornadic storm here. We're talking about a line of wind, intense wind, where there is enough rotation between inflow and outflow. We could be talking about some kind of tornado happening between those two lines. So again, this is moving toward Panama City. It's moving toward Lynn Haven. It's moving toward Bayou George, Southport. All of those areas, you got to be getting in your shelter. Does look like we're getting a little bit of a tightening right through there as well. So this is back over toward 388, moving toward the bay. Actually, that's over the bay. Excuse me. So that's over the bay. That's over West Bay, moving toward. But this is, gosh, this is some intense wind moving onshore and over Panama City Beach as we speak. If you're on the west end of the beach, you're probably hearing the wind lightening up or letting up, but you got heavy rain. Off to the east of this area, however, you do not have the wind yet, but it's coming. This is some very significant wind that is moving ashore on the beach right now. Several areas of rotation along with that, so we could be talking about a possible tornado, or at this point a waterspout again over the bay. There's also another one right there on Back Beach headed toward the Hathaway Bridge, possible tornado at that point in time, and there could be even a possible waterspout just offshore there. I'm going to bring up shear rate here and show you. Yeah, that could be a waterspout very well over West Bay where you see the yellow there. So yeah, that might be a waterspout there, but this is an intense line of wind, and it is moving off to the east-northeast. If you live in Southport, Vicksburg, Lynn Haven, Highland Park, Panama City, near the Hathaway Bridge, Gulf Coast State College, that area, you got to be getting into your shelter. If you live on the east end of the beach toward the Hathaway Bridge, Breakfast Point area, you need to be in your shelter now. That wind is over the top of you if you're in the Breakfast Point area. If you're not, now, yeah, it's over the top of you now. Looks like a waterspout over West Bay right here. That looks like a waterspout. This could potentially over Breakfast Point also be a tornado at this point in time. But this is some very intense wind regardless of whether or not we are seeing a tornado at this point in time. It looks like we are seeing widespread 60+ mile-per-hour winds moving across the beach. And Grace, if you get a report, do what? Do you have a report? Is there a report from the beach? Is there any reports coming in from the beach? If there's a report, just let me know. But this is now being warned for 75-mile-per-hour winds. So this is a severe thunderstorm warning for 75-mile-per-hour winds moving across the beach. Also a tornado warning. We have multiple areas of rotation along this. A possible waterspout over West Bay that will be moving toward Southport. We also have rotation over Breakfast Point at this point in time, and another area of rotation moving toward the Hathaway Bridge as well. Possibly even another waterspout just off of St. Andrews State Park too. So again, Bay County, this is where the tornado warning is. Panama City, Parker, Callaway, Highland Park, back over toward Lynn Haven, Southport, Deer Point. You are all in the tornado warning, and it's all thanks to this intense line of wind that is moving toward you. So at any point in location along that intense line of wind, we could be talking about a tornado. This is winds going in two opposite directions, very close to each other in a very intense fashion. So that is rotation in itself, meaning that anywhere along that line, there could be a tornado that could rapidly develop and diminish, or vice versa. We could have one diminish and rapidly develop. But this is an intense area of wind that is moving across Panama City Beach now toward the Hathaway Bridge, eventually is going to be into Panama City, Lynn Haven as well. If you're in Panama City to Lynn Haven, Southport, Vicksburg, we know the routine here, but you got to get into the lowest level of your home, most interior room. That means a closet or a bathroom. Put as many walls between you and the outside as possible. Take with you, if you can, a bike helmet, pillows, blankets, something like that. Cover yourself up until this storm has passed. You can pull us up on the app, or you can crank the volume on the television and wait until this storm has passed. Again, the west end of the beach, things should be calming down. So Rosemary, Hollywood, Laguna should be calming down. But this is an intense line of wind that is anywhere from West Bay down to Panama City Beach, the central parts of Panama City Beach, Bidawee, all the way to the east end as well. And this is now moving over the Hathaway Bridge. And again, we do have rotation that that is here, but what we're looking at overall as far as rotation goes, there's just several locations. We've got one right there. Sorry, I didn't grab the drawing tool, but we have one right here that's moving off Breakfast Point. We have a potential waterspout over West Bay, and then obviously just some intense wind that's moving across the east end of the beach as well. I'm going to bring those wind speeds back up for you here just so you can see it. It looks like widespread 65, possibly 70, 75 mile per hour winds. Very, very possible, moving across the bay, getting ready to move into the east end of Panama City. So into the Bayview area, back over toward Lynn Haven. All of you are getting ready to get slammed with a wall of wind and water as well. I'm going to go back over to the radar here and just show you the reflectivity of this line. So an intense line of storms. Go ahead.
Sustained at 48 miles per hour and gusting to 59.
From
the
ECP. So the airport had a gust up to 60 and sustained near 50. So that's what we're seeing here with this line. I'm absolutely positive the beach saw stronger wind gusts than that. But we're seeing some very intense rain along around where the airport is as well. So along this line, very intense winds getting ready to move into Panama City, moving right toward State Highway 77, and we're going to have the power go in and out. I'm going to stay here with you as long as we're going across the air. I promise you, this is an intense line of wind that is moving toward Panama City as we speak at this very moment. Again, if you live in Panama City, Lynn Haven, Parker, Callaway, treat this is one. Even though there's probably not a tornado associated with this, there's a very intense line of wind, and there are several areas of rotation along with it. So we're going to go back and show you exactly that. This tornado warning does go until 9:15, severe thunderstorm warning until 9:30, and this is some very, very intense with this. Anywhere from Bidawee, Panama City Beach, Bayview, Lynn Haven, now Panama City, Highland Park, Bayou George, Southport, Callaway, Parker, across the Tyndall Bridge into Tyndall. All of you got to be getting in your shelter because this is some very intense winds. There's several areas of rotation along with this. Several areas of rotation, possibly a water spout over the top of the bay right now, over North Bay toward West Bay, moving toward Deer Point or Lynn Haven. That's eventually where it's going to come. You're probably going to hear the wind. I hear it above my head now. But again, very, very intense winds from Bidawee, Panama City Beach, back over toward Biltmore Beach. Of course, that's the east end of Panama City. And then this wind and rain is moving toward Panama City, Lynn Haven, Highland Park, Callaway, Parker. Lowest level of your home, most interior room, as many walls between you and the outside as possible. That means a bathroom or a closet. Most interior room. Take with you some pillows if you got it. Take with you a blanket or a bike helmet. Cover yourself up. Hang out in there until this passes. This is an intense storm. Five 70-mile-per-hour winds, very, very possible. This is warned for 75 miles per hour. So we're going to zoom out just a touch here to give you a better view of what's going on. But it is this Boeing segment that we are talking about intense winds along with. So that Boeing segment and what that means, what that signifies is basically the heavy rain here has pushed down winds that are backing this, and that's why we are getting this downburst of wind across the beach as well as moving into now Panama City, Lynn Haven, back up toward the airport. The airport, we had a sustained wind of around 50 miles per hour and a gust to nearly 60 miles per hour. That was at ECP. So this is what we're talking about with this tornado warn storm. And again, probably not a tornado associated with this, but who's to tell? Because honestly, there's several areas of rotation. So there could be a quick tornado anywhere along that line of wind that is now moving into Panama City and Lynn Haven as we speak. And there's a little area of rotation, so if you live in Mexico Beach, you may want to pay attention to this as well. Possibly could be talking about a developing waterspout offshore, but definitely intense line of storms now moving through Vernon, back down State Highway 77 through Chipley, Alford, back over to Mariana. You're also seeing some intense winds and a very strong line of storms. But at the moment, the most intense winds moving over Panama City toward Lynn Haven as we speak. And just bear with me if we lose power or the screen flashes or something like that. I'm just going to walk you through it. This is some very, very strong winds up and down. Wow, up and down this morning.
71 miles per hour at Gulf Coast State.
Okay, well, you're hearing Grace Thornton. She's our weekend meteorologist. 71 mile per hour winds reported at Gulf Coast State College. 71, let me say that again, 71 mile per hour winds reported at Gulf Coast State College from this. So this is that wind. It's moving ashore now. I can hear it over my head. It's roaring. 71 mile per hour winds will do damage. We still up? Okay, all right. The winds are moving over the top of me right now. The winds are moving over the top of me right now. We've had 71 mile per hour winds reported with this. So that's what you've got going on. At the moment, this is most likely downburst type of wind. I don't think necessarily there's a tornado out here, but this is a wall of wind. I'm going to pull this up. 78, 68. Back over across the area, 68. So yeah, 70 would make sense. We had 71 reported at Gulf Coast State College. That was coming off of the bay. We've got some intense winds now moving over the station, but areas anywhere in through that tornado warning back up and through the severe thunderstorm warning up 77. So eventually this is going to move toward Fountain. This is moving toward the western, southwestern edge of Washington County as well. Lynn Haven, back down to Panama City. You've got intense winds moving over the top of you. Get into that shelter, hang out there until this passes. 70 mile per hour winds is going to do damage. I promise you. It's going to bring down trees. It's going to cut the power to several areas from anywhere from up to Crystal Lakes is where that looks like that is going over State Highway 20 there toward Fountain, back down to Bayou George again. Very intense winds now moving over Panama City from Lynn Haven to Panama City. 80 miles per hour, very, very possible. Just bear with me. The power's going in and out here too. We've got the winds moving directly over the top of us as we're talking. So again, anywhere along that line, Crystal Lakes, Lynn Haven, Panama City, we could be talking about a tornado either on the ground developing, but we're certainly talking about extreme winds. We've had 70, 80 mile per hour winds reported along with this line, moving across Panama City to Lynn Haven now. This will be moving into Parker, Callaway. Eventually, it'll be moving into Lynn Haven as well, going up going up 77 there. That's where we do see, at least in my opinion, the strongest winds anywhere up 77 now over toward Deer Point Lake. That's going to be moving toward you. Econfina, however you want to say it, that is also moving in that area. This is State Highway 20 there. And again, going down 77 toward Vicksburg, Southport. This is where the wind has moved over the top of you. Possible rotation there toward Deer Point. So this is Deer Point Lake here. Got to get in your shelter there. Bayou George as well. Lynn Haven. The wind is moving over the top of you. This is intense winds. Very, very intense winds. I mean, I see some pixel queries here that are just way up there. Yeah, so way, way up there. The possible winds could be up to 90 miles an hour, maybe even greater than that. This is some very, very intense winds moving along in with this rain. Again, tornado warning, but from what I can tell, this looks like downburst wind. So a lot of you are seeing the wind. A lot of you are hearing the wind. A lot of you are getting the rain. And because this is so intense, you just got to treat it like a tornado warning everywhere. You got to treat it like there's a tornado going on everywhere because that's what we're getting here is very, very intense winds. And anywhere along that wind, we could be talking about we could be talking about rotation too. So Callaway, it should be moving toward you as we speak. Parker, it is moving toward you right now. Panama City, it is over the top of you. I can hear it. That is wind just absolutely blowing out there. Back over toward Lynn Haven, that's going to be moving toward you very, very shortly as well. Bayou George hadn't gotten to you yet, but it will. Southport, you might be in between the two wind maximums there. There does look like rotation just to the north of Deer Point. So Deer Point, go ahead and get in that shelter. Again, the Bennett area, the Econfina, Youngstown, Fountain, all of those, Bear Creek, need to get in your shelter because this is some very intense winds just passed over Crystal Lake as well. So those areas, Fountain, get into your shelter. Again, rotation right there near Deer Point Lake. This would be 231.
Extend that further south. That tornado warning, they're going to extend it further south along the coast.
Okay. So tornado warning will now be extended further south, so that's going to include places like Allenton as well as probably Mexico Beach. That could eventually include Weewahitchka as well. So continuing out here all the way out to Weewahitchka, that potentially that's where that tornado warning could eventually extend to, because this is some very intense winds along with this. Again, not seeing any significant areas of rotation where I would say, yes, this is a tornado, but what we have is downbursting winds, very, very intense downbursting winds moving over Panama City, just came across the beach. We had a report of 70-mile-per-hour winds from Gulf Coast State College. From what I can hear outside, that doesn't surprise me. And again, there's the new tornado warning. So this new tornado warning for this, basically a massive burst of wind, which really needs to be treated like a tornado, because anywhere along this, we could be talking about rotation being enhanced, and we could be talking about a tornado. So if you live in Mexico Beach, Allenton, back out toward Weewahitchka, I'm just going to go ahead and include you in this. You need to be getting in your shelter. This is an intense burst of wind, also very heavy rain, possibly frequent lightning as well. And this is moving off to the west, or excuse me, to the east pretty rapidly, about 40 miles per hour. And anywhere along that line where you see the green and the red, we could be talking about rotation and locally enhanced wind gust as well. Not to exclude, but Fountain, Youngstown, as well as Bear Creek, all of these areas going up 231. You also need to be getting in your shelter because this is another burst of intense wind there. Not seeing wind out in front of that to signify rotation, which is why it's not tornado warned, but it is also intense winds. Most of the wind is where you see this brighter colored area there in the red. That's where we're seeing the majority of the wind, but anywhere along that front edge, we could be talking about locally enhanced rotation and a tornado, which means that if you are in the new tornado warning here, if you're in the new tornado warning here going out toward Weewahitchka, Allenton, Mexico Beach, most of the population here is along 98 toward Mexico Beach, so out toward Tyndall and Mexico Beach. If you live out in any of those areas, get into your shelter. Lowest level of your home, most interior room. That means a closet or a bathroom. Stay there until this passes. This is an intense thunderstorm that is moving over the top of you, and it is going to be moving that way, progressing off to the east pretty quickly as we speak. And again, not to exclude going up 231 here, Fountain, Youngstown, Bear Creek, all of those areas as well, moving across Deer Point now. That's also a very intense wind maximum up there where we could be talking about wind speeds 80 miles an hour. That's included in that severe thunderstorm warning. So that too should be treated like a tornado warning. If you're south of Fountain toward Youngstown, toward the Bear Creek area, you should also be getting in your shelter. Again, looks like a little local area of rotation there, enhanced area of rotation. So we're going to zoom in real quick and show you that. But again, there's just some very intense winds everywhere. But there could be a tornado here. Hard to say, honestly, because there's so much wind and so broad areas, but anywhere that you see these tightening ups where the greens are touching these brighter reds, there's the possibility that locally enhanced rotation in that area. So Pipeline Road right there, State Highway 75, 231, that is where there could be a tornado at the moment. But again, this whole area where you're seeing that bright red, that is downburst. So showing from Callaway now moving through Parker, out toward Weewahitchka. Again, not a whole lot of population out here, but there are some people that live back, especially across the East Bay area, down toward Allenton. Those areas, you got to be getting in your shelter because the wind is coming toward you as we speak. Again, same thing, going out Tyndall toward Mexico Beach. This wind as well, also going to be coming toward you, as well as the potential for a waterspout along that line that could also be moving ashore too. So can't discount that either. And then noting the outflow boundary interaction there, so a little bit of locally enhanced rotation right there just offshore. That extends going down to Port St. Joe Peninsula, Cape San Blas, down toward Port St. Joe. That also will have intense winds headed toward you eventually. But right now, where the tornado warning is, that extends into northern parts of Gulf County toward Weewahitchka. You're not included in the warning, but you should be because there's intense winds moving toward you. And then again, locally areas of really intense wind just across Deer Point Lake here, also seeing rotation there too. So the potential is there for Bear Creek back over to Youngstown, Fountain. Go ahead and treat this like a tornado warning. This is some intense winds moving across your area as well, moving out toward Weewahitchka. If you don't have our app and you want it, you can pull out your phone, point it at that QR code, or that QR code, and it will come up the top of your screen. There will be a link that pops up. Follow that to the App Store on your phone. Obviously, you have to have a smartphone. Download our app. That way you can watch us from your shelter. You don't have to be in front of the television to watch us and get these warnings. You can watch it from that shelter. But again, going back over this, we have a tornado warning for parts of Bay County. We have now a new tornado warning, including those areas I was just talking about. So where I was saying rotation moving across Deer Point, they have now put a tornado warning on that. That goes until 9:45. That does include Youngstown, south of Fountain, Bear Creek. It also includes you as well. I'm going to zoom into that. So again, rotation right there, was just noting it. This is some significant rotation here. This is moving toward Youngstown. If you're in the Youngstown area, off 231, you got to be in your shelter. I was already telling you to do it. You got to do it now. You are under a tornado warning now, and this is some very intense winds, as well as some rotation showing up. So, and there's now a new update there. Rotation, 86 mile per hour winds with an RFD probably 70, 80 miles per hour as well. So this is where we're seeing that rotation, getting ready to cross Youngstown as we speak, getting ready to cross into Youngstown. This is toward the Bear Creeks area. This is Scotts Ferry Road, going off Scotts Ferry Road. So if you live in that area, got to be getting in your shelter now. You should have already been there. I was already telling you to do so. Deer Point, same thing. I was already telling you to do so. It has now over the top of you, Deer Point, so you're probably hearing the wind now. Same thing in Bennett. Go ahead.
New warning for Northern Bay and Calhoun counties.
Right, yeah, that's what we're on now. Okay, going back over toward Broad Branch, excuse me. Eventually, this will be moving probably toward the Bristol area, as well as Bluntstown. So Bluntstown and Bristol back over here. There's not a whole lot of population back over to southern Calhoun County, or southern Calhoun County. But if you do live in this area out here, really Bear Creek back across that area, there's rotation there as well. Still seeing intense winds in the other tornado warning, but no significant areas of tightened rotation. So no significant areas of tightened rotation in this tornado warning, but definitely some significant winds across that area. Tightened area of rotation just here off to the north, just to the south of 231, just to the south of that new warning as well. I'm going to zoom in there real quick here. So that's probably around the Bayou George area, just now moving past the Bayou George area. Seeing rotation there too. So yeah, there's Bayou George. This is where we're seeing rotation there as well. So that's just cross 231, Highland Park area. Lynn Haven, you probably heard the wind come across as well. Going up toward Youngstown, again, if you're in the Youngstown area, you got to be in your shelter now. The Nixon area of Youngstown, Scotts Ferry Road, if you live off of those areas, you need to be in your shelter. You got rotation directly over the top of you. Even a local area maximum of rotation there. So could be talking about a tornado as we speak. I'm going to go back over to the radar here and see if I can't see. I mean, this is debris detection. Nothing that would indicate to me that there absolutely is a tornado there, but obviously some significant wind ongoing. Right where I was just talking about, where that rotation, that looks like would be confirmed. Does look like a tornado to the south of Bayou George based off of our TDS here. So tornado debris detection, there could be a tornado right there just to the south of Bayou George that would have just crossed over 231 to the south of Bayou George, moving off to the east. Not seeing anything in that area of rotation, but certainly right there where you see that spike in yellow, where we're seeing this couplet, that could be a tornado right there. So there's possible tornado on the ground as we speak to the south of Bayou George. That's a possible tornado right there. Again, also area of intense rotation just to the south of Youngstown, getting ready to cross over 231 there, moving toward Kynard as well as Broad Branch, I said it again, eventually Bluntstown, maybe Abe Springs as well, maybe Bristol too, from that warning there. Eventually that could be going in that direction, but as we speak right there where that couplet is, that is where we did have a TDS still showing. So possible tornado to the south of Bayou George, could be a tornado on the ground there with that couplet. I'm going to go over to our storm velocity. So right here, let me circle it for you. Right here, that's where we potentially could be talking about a tornado as we speak in the first warning. In the second warning, we could be talking about a tornado as well in just to the south of Youngstown there. So zooming out just a little bit, again, rotation right through here, and then rotation right through there. So those are the two areas of rotation that point out to me the most. Regardless of whether or not you're in those areas of rotation, you got some very intense winds that are going to be moving over the top of you as well. So we've got two areas of rotation with a possible tornado and tornado warnings in place. We also have intense winds that extend. New area of rotation right here. Let's pull over, let's go to the TDS and see if we can't see anything. So again, still possible tornado on the ground near Bayou George, to the south and east of Bayou George, still picking up potential debris in the air there. This could be what was a tornado, now showing up still as debris in the air. I'm going to put this in motion and see when we saw that. So actually that started out over the beach. So that could have been a tornado. Could have been a tornado that moved across the beach and now is to the south of Bayou George, or was left of the debris that's being lofted. So there's a possible damage out on the beach from a possible tornado. See if you can find any reports there, Grace. That looks like a TDS signature to me. So wouldn't be surprised if there is damage out on the beach from that rotation that did move ashore now in the northern part of this warning. That wouldn't shock me looking at what I'm seeing here on radar. Again, still could be a tornado there, but a potential tornado moving ashore toward the Bidawee Beach area, then moving across toward Hathaway, eventually to the northern parts of Panama City, downtown Panama City, cross 231, and now up toward Bayou George. Rotation through here not looking super significant, but again, very intense winds anywhere from Youngstown back down toward Bear Creek as well. And again, very intense winds now have moved through Parker and Callaway, moving out toward the Tyndall area, toward Mexico Beach. Eventually, this will be toward Weewahitchka. Eventually, you're going to be talking about this in Bristol and Bluntstown as well. So two tornado warnings, both included in Bay County. At the moment, talking about rotation right there, that could be what's left over from a tornado that came ashore on the beach and then moved through downtown Panama City or to the northern parts of downtown Panama City and then across 231. That's where we're seeing rotation there and then rotation toward Youngstown as well. So honestly, Grace, going back here, that could have been what spiked the wind speeds at Gulf Coast, because that would have come across right near Gulf Coast. So that could have been 76 mile per hour winds at Tyndall. Wow. So yeah, the wind speeds along this line are very impressive. Tyndall coming in with a 76 mile per hour winds. I am absolutely convinced that there's going to be trees down across the area from this downburst, as well as potential tornado that moved across parts of Bay County at this point in time. Several areas of rotation, could have been several tornadoes along that line. That's very, very possible. Very intense line of storms that continues to move off to the east pretty quickly here, about 40 to 50 miles per hour. Youngstown, eventually into Bluntstown, eventually toward Weewahitchka, Mexico Beach. That line of wind, 76 mile per hour wind, could be moving toward you very, very quickly. Port St. Joe Peninsula, this looks very outflow driven, but could be talking about some intense winds down there as well toward Cape San Blas and Port St. Joe. But again, Weewahitchka, you also should just go ahead and think about getting into a shelter, because potentially you may need to. Still seeing rotation right here, a little couplet rotation right through there. So this is County Road 101. Not real sure if anybody lives out in this area. This would be toward Bear Creek, eventually going toward Kynard. But Lee's Road, you should be in your shelter. Again, not sure that there's a ton of people out here, but again, going toward Kynard, I would be getting into shelter. You're under a tornado warning. There's an area of rotation to the north of that. There's also an area of rotation right there. I'm going to go back over to our tornado debris and what looks like a TDS signature there. So I'm surprised we haven't gotten it confirmed out of this, but that looks like a tornado at the moment right there. Possibly maybe a tornado there as well along this line of storms. So this is yes, yeah, it's already dropped. But again, right through here, that's where we're picking up debris still being lofted. The leftover couplet from the old tornado here. So maybe a new tornado forming. Could just be debris from earlier, but still picking up a drop in correlation coefficient, which would indicate to me that there's a tornado on the ground, or some kind of debris being lofted from that. That has dropped, so that's good news. Probably not a tornado there. That may have just been debris from a previous tornado, so good news if there is any. But again, base velocity here still showing intense winds. We've had reports 60, 70 miles per hour. We've had reports of 76 from Tyndall. So this is a very intense line of thunderstorms that is moving off to the east. This is a severe thunderstorm warning. There are 2 tornado warnings along that, and along this line of storms, anywhere along that line of storms in those tornado warnings, we could be talking about a tornado. This is a line of storms that all you need is just a little bit of an inflow and you can wrap things up. And as you can tell, it is quite difficult to say exactly where a tornado is at any given moment along this line, because this is a very intense line of wind as well as a very broad line of wind. So there's lots of rotation going on in several locations. So if you are in those tornado warnings, eventually Clarksville, Bluntstown, Bristol, eventually into your areas as well. Broad Branch, you need to be in your shelter now. Bear Creek, this has now moved fairly close to you or directly over you as we speak. Fountain, Saunders, Youngstown, this has moved past you. Lynn Haven, Panama City, this has moved past you. Panama City Beach, this has moved past you. So now, if you're in Panama City, if you're here with me, if you're in Lynn Haven, if you're in Southport, if you are in Callaway, if you are in Parker, you are good. It has now moved past you. This is just going to be heavy rain, potentially some lightning along with that. But Panama City, back off to the west, you are good. You are good. Off to the east of this line, you are not. This is a very intense line of storms from Mariana down all the way into Fountain and Youngstown as we speak. There's a couple areas of rotation. One that's moving toward Weewahitchka. I'd be surprised if they did not continue this warning. I think that we're going to put a new warning out for northern Calhoun County, probably southern Liberty. I think they'll probably expire that warning. I don't see much rotation going on there at the moment, but there is still a little bit of a couplet there. Looks like a couplet moving toward Weewahitchka. So Weewahitchka, I'm telling you now, just Weewahitchka, go ahead, get in your shelter. You got an intense line of storms moving toward you, and possibly even a tornado moving toward you. So Weewahitchka, if you're in Weewahitchka and you're listening to this, even though you're not under a tornado warning, you need to go ahead and get into your shelter because you got an intense line of storms moving toward you. Bluntstown, Alpha, back over to Mariana, this is moving toward you. Grand Ridge, Sneeds, this is moving toward you. Mariana, this is over the top of you. A very intense part of this storm is right there on the Jackson-Calhoun border, moving over areas of the right there in that area, moving toward Alpha. So if you're in Alpha, you might want to just go ahead and get in your shelter too, because this is also an intense line of storms. It could be producing hail, where you see the purple showing up here. That could be a hail core. But again, rotation right here moving toward Weewahitchka. I'd be surprised if there's not a new tornado warning issued in that area, because there is a couplet there as well as a nice little bow. So there could be rotation right there moving toward Weewahitchka. So if you're in Weewahitchka, just go ahead and get in your shelter. Going back up.
For our eastern counties, there's a watch in effect until 2 p.m. now.
Okay. They have extended the tornado watch for Franklin and Liberty counties till 2 p.m. I can tell you that once this line of storms moves past, that's it. That's it. So you got to get through this line of storms. And this is an intense line of storms south of Mariana all the way to the coast. This is an intense line of storms. Several areas of rotation along it, potentially a tornado or maybe even two along that line of storms. And it's obviously producing very, very strong winds. We had 76 from Tyndall. We had 70 at Gulf Coast State College. ECP, the airport, Panama City, had a 60-mile-per-hour wind gust with sustained at 50 miles per hour. So that is what this line is doing, and it is moving off to the east. New severe thunderstorm warning does include most of Franklin County, all of Gulf County, all of Calhoun County. Jackson County, you are also under a severe thunderstorm warning, and not excluding you, not paying attention to you up there either, but there's areas of rotation down here, so that's where I was going with that. But Sneeds, Grand Ridge, this is moving in your area. And you notice just all of the heavy rain here behind this. But once you get past that line, that's it. It's just that line. That's where the severe weather is. On the back side of that, it's just rain. Just rain, maybe some gusty winds, but just rain. On that line of storms, that is where we are talking about intense winds and possibly even a couple of tornadoes. So again, from Mariana back over towards Sneeds, Grand Ridge, Alpha, Bluntstown, that line is moving toward you as we speak. Going down 231 here, the line has now moved past most areas on 231. Where you see the purples here and the black showing up, that honestly could be hail. We also have areas of rotation through parts of Calhoun County where this tornado warning does go until 9:45. Excuse me?
There's a 18-wheeler overturned on Highway.
So 231?
77.
Okay. We had an 18-wheeler turned over on 77 due to high winds. The driver is okay, but we had 18-wheeler. So that is a big tractor trailer truck, transfer truck, that got overturned thanks to the high winds. So that's what we're talking about here. Again, if you are out in front of this line of storms, do not travel, do not go out. Wait for this line of storms to pass. If you're out in front of this line of storms,
For Bay County.
both.
For Bay.
Okay, so this one here, where there's still rotation, is still in effect. So this tornado warning is still in effect till 9:45. The warning down here, where the winds look like they have dropped off a little bit, is now canceled. So we do not have a tornado warning here anymore. So Weewahitchka might have been a little premature there, saying go ahead and get in your shelter, but still intense winds headed toward you. You're still under a severe thunderstorm warning. And that takes me to what I was going to say, which is if you're in front of this line, you may just want to get into your shelter and hang out until this line passes on through because this is intense wind. And by that, I mean your safe place. So the lowest level of your home, most interior room, closet or bathroom. You want to put as many walls between yourself and the outside as possible. That way you are in the safest location you can be. Usually that is a closet or a bathroom. Usually. That's a closet or a bathroom. Take with you, hang out in there, take with you your phone. You can watch this on the app. Again, we do have a tornado warning for Calhoun County. I'm going to zoom in here and point out exactly where that rotation is at the moment. So this is, again, Broad Branch. I've been hitting that pretty hard here recently, as well as Kynard. That is moving right over the top of you. This is where we potentially have a tornado. I'm going to go over to debris Thankfully, not seeing debris in the air, so that is good news. But there is certainly rotation here. Where you see the red showing up, that is certainly rotation and could be a tornado. Anywhere in that red, there could be a tornado developing or on the ground. So that's moving directly over Broadbench. It's going to be moving toward Kynard and eventually Gadsden's as well. Bristol, Blountstown, you are still in front of this line, so you need to also take this line very seriously. We've already had a truck overturned thanks to the high wind. 76-mile-per-hour winds reported at Tyndall Air Force Base. We had 60-mile-per-hour wind gusts from KECP. We had a 70-mile-per-hour wind gust recorded at Gulf Coast State College. We also had what appears to me to be a possible tornado that developed over the beach and then moved across parts of Panama City toward Bayou George. So I wouldn't be surprised to see damage from that, from what it looked like, at least to me anyways, a tornado or a possible tornado from that. Again, do still have this tornado warning in parts of Calhoun County. Tornado warning through the other parts of Bay County have been dropped. So from that area, not including Weewahitchka, but there is rotation right here just to the south of Watepo moving toward Weewahitchka. So if you're in the Weewahitchka area, you still may just want to hang out in the shelter. You got winds headed toward you on the intense side, 50, 60, 70, maybe even 80 miles per hour is very possible from this line of storms. Right there where there's a maximum, there is a little bit of rotation here. So again, Weewahitchka, you may want to just go ahead and prepare for that. But still rotation moving directly over Kynard. That is going to be moving through the central parts of Calhoun County, may just be to the south of Blountstown and Bristol, so you may luck out there. But again, this is an intense line of storms that is moving from Alpha back over to Blountstown toward the Apalachicola River here, down toward Weewahitchka, Port St. Joe, Mexico Beach. You got the winds coming toward you. This is more outflow driven, where you see this kind of scattering of red and greens. That's not as uniform, so that means that the outflow is kind of undercutting those storms. Still doesn't mean you won't see a wind gust or downbursts in those areas. It just means that potentially you're probably not seeing as of severe weather as places from basically that point off to the north, where things are a little more solid in those warning areas. So again, this rotation is now moving just to the edge of that warning. It does continue until 9:45. I would bet by the look of that rotation that a new warning will be issued for Calhoun County. That's just a guess here, but this is a strong line of thunderstorms that is moving off to the east rapidly. We're talking about at about 40 miles an hour, this line of storms is moving. So I'm going to go to reflectivity, and I'm going to zoom out here. And again, nice little couplet right there where we have the tornado warning. So I'd be surprised if they didn't put a new tornado warning there for areas south of Blountstown going over toward the Apalachicola River. Okay, I'm getting a report that the power is out on 23rd, and none of the traffic lights are working on 23rd. So again, as I was saying earlier, if you can avoid travel, you should do so. We had a very intense line of storms move across, possible tornado as well, and right on cue, new tornado warning for Calhoun County and parts of Liberty, right where that area of rotation is. So that is a new tornado warning that goes until 10 a.m. Blountstown, Bristol, you are not included in that. But that is a new tornado warning that is moving toward the Apalachicola River as we speak. This is now moving to and through areas like Abe Springs, to the south of Blountstown, Clarksville. It's to the south of you. Just moved over Broadbench and Kynard, those areas. Gun Landing, all of these areas that are right along the Apalachicola River, potentially seeing a tornado move toward them. Grace, why don't we get you to the computer here real quick, and you can time out this line of storms, and you can talk about some of these areas that this is moving toward. So I'm going to throw it over to Grace real quick. I'm going to step off. I'm going to throw it over to Grace real quick, and I'll be back in just a few minutes, but Grace is going to take over for me.
All right, hello everyone. We're going to time this storm out right now. So we're going to back this up a little bit for the last hour, and it really has progressed pretty fast over the last hour. We're seeing it moving around 60 miles per hour. So hold on one second. Not what I meant to do. So we're going to back that up. and measure it out and see how fast it is going currently. It is definitely making headway across the central and eastern portions of our area. So if we're measuring this out right now, we're seeing, well, at 24 miles per hour, almost 25 miles per hour. So it is slowing down a bit as it's reaching these counties. So if we get this off a little bit right now, we'll dive back down into this this tornado warning over Calhoun and into over Gun Landing just east of Kinnard. So if we're taking a span in here, so near 25 miles per hour. So if you are in Scotts Ferry, Gaskins, Marysville, the time is now 9:33. So you do have a few minutes to get into those interior portions of your home, and you want to get into the lowest portions of your home as well, or your designated shelter. So if you are in Gaskins and areas just east of Kinnard, we do see quite a bit of that heavy downpour, possibly some hail in there as well. If you are in any of these areas in this red polygon here, that is where your tornado warning is, even over into Mosquito Landing and Gun Landing and over towards New Hope and Abe Springs. Since this storm is sort of taking a east-northeast track over the area, we want to keep you in contact. So if you are in even these western area or eastern, areas of the polygon and over towards the Apalachicola River, you want to definitely take shelter right now. If we are taking another look at those times, and the radar has just updated, so it is gaining eastward traction towards Gaskins. And if we zoom in a little more and take a look at our reflectivity over the area. So we still have this area of rotation over the River Road, Road 392 over here. If you are in any of those areas, let's zoom in a little bit more. Not a lot of population over towards these areas, but I would say if you are in Gaskins, Scotts Ferry, Highway 71, Road 275, and up towards Abe Springs and eventually Sharpstown, you want to take cover immediately. You want to be in your shelter right now. As we can see, this sort of couplet, it is weakening a bit, but as you can see, even down towards the west of Gun Landing, we can see additional reports of pretty hefty winds. Let's take a little sample. So 72 miles per hour possible over towards the western end of Gun Landing. So if you are in these areas such as Gaskins, Mosquito Landing, you want to take cover immediately. And this, if we take another look at that reflectivity, this storm is moving east at about 30 miles per hour to 25 miles per hour. So if you are in these areas, Scotts Ferry, as I was saying before, Gaskins, Sharpstown, Marysville, and New Hope, anywhere where we see this sort of couplet and dying couplet of rotation over here, actually is going to be making its way north or east-northeast over towards New Hope, Mosquito Landing, and if we take a deeper dive over towards Woods, across the river here, even into White Springs and Bristol and into Bluntstown. Bluntstown should be preparing for those showers to make their way into the area, and definitely heavy downpours within the next 15 to 30 minutes. Over towards New Hope, we're seeing kind of a little bit of an outflow, so you'll definitely start to get that rain and definitely some gusts in there as we head towards as this storm heads towards us. Gaskins, take cover immediately if you are in Gaskins, Scotts Ferry over towards State Highway 71, Co Road 275 and State Highway up towards Sharpstown. And I am actually going to throw this back to Ross as he is going to take a deeper dive into that circulation over Gaskins. We're still seeing a bit of rotation along that way.
I'm going to step out of the frame here, and then I want you to pull up a hand tracker. Just connect hand tracker for me real quick. And then when you have that going, let me know.
Connect. It's connected.
Connected. All right. And then let me make sure that it's working. All right. It's working. Cool. All right. So again, we're in a tornado warning here for Calhoun County extending into Liberty County. This is the Apalachicola River that we're talking about. New Hope, Gadsden, that's where the rotation is at the moment. This is State Highway 71. South of Abe Springs, that area, right where we have this rotation that's moving again off to the east. I can tell you that we do have significant damage around parts of Bay County, including Panama City Beach. Possible tornado, as I was talking about earlier with that TDS. It did look like a tornado had come ashore out on Panama City Beach, a waterspout, then turned tornado and potentially moved across parts of Panama City Beach. Having taken a step out and just taken a look at that damage, there's a potential that that was in fact a tornado that moved across parts of Bay County. Some significant damage to be seen out of that as well. So very intense line of storms. This is a very intense line of storms still capable of producing that type of activity. And again, going over to TDS here, and you'll notice a couple of locations where dropout. So these are these are areas of potential debris being lofted thanks to rotation. So Bristol, Bluntstown, you do have rotation moving toward you as we speak. So I'm going to zoom this up here. So this is rotation here. Bristol and Bluntstown, go ahead and get in your shelter. Now, even though you're not under a tornado warning, this is significant wind here and rotation. Again, Gadsden's moving toward the Apalachicola River, moving into Liberty County, Gun Landing, that area, rotation there as well, but also rotation just off to the south and east of Bluntstown. So Bluntstown, Bristol, into those areas along the Apalachicola River right through here. Also want to be getting into your shelter because there is rotation moving toward you. And where we see debris being lofted is back over here. So that's the potential tornado in that area now getting ready to move across Apalachicola River as we speak. Also potential rotation to the south of Bluntstown as well. Going back to base velocities, even if there isn't a tornado here, this is some significant wind. 60, 70, 80 mile per hour winds also possible with that. And again, where we do have potential debris being lofted in that rotation, we've got 60, 70, 80 mile per hour winds as well as potential rotation. But going back, zooming out here, this is a significant line of storms from Bluntstown all the way down to Weehawken. This is a significant line of storms as well as down toward Port St. Joe. I don't want to ignore you, but you see this look, this type of look here, that's outflow. So that's being undercut. That's probably not severe. You're probably not pushing that wind down to the surface, at least as far as tornadic activity. Where the line becomes a little more solid, going back up toward Weehawken and again toward Gun Landing, Bristol, Bluntstown, that's where things are a little more significant as far as the potential for a tornado to be. So going across the Apalachicola River there into Liberty County, that's where we could be talking about a tornado. And again, into Bristol and Bluntstown also could be talking about a developing tornado. Even though you're not under a tornado warning, this is rotation here, State Highway 20 toward Bluntstown and then across the river there toward Bristol. This looks like it would be moving more toward Bristol, but southern ends of Bluntstown also could be seeing that as well. So you want to pay attention there. So if you are in Bluntstown and Bristol, just go ahead and get in your shelter. New Hope, you also need to be in your shelter. Going back from Marysville, Gadsden, that's moving over you right now. Gun Landing moving over you. That is the Apalachicola River. And then on the other side of the Apalachicola River, we're talking about County Road 12. I know there's not a ton of people out here, but even if we're talking about one person that potentially is getting to shelter in Liberty County across the Apalachicola River there, then that's something that you need to do. So again, there is rotation there, and there's some relatively strong rotation. So going back to our TDS here, debris signature still showing up potentially right there around Marysville, just to the north of Mosquito Landing, to the north of Gun Landing as well. So that's something to keep in mind. And going all the way up to our other rotation, just checking to see if there's any debris. Thankfully, not seeing any debris with that rotation that's to the south of Blountstown. That's dropped a little bit, so that's good news. Not seeing significant rotation there, but still seeing significant rotation around Mosquito Landing, right through there in our tornado warning. So Woods, Gun Landing, Mosquito Landing, those areas back over in toward the middle section of Liberty County. Eventually, this could be toward the Hotsford area, maybe all the way into Gadsden County, possibly even Wakulla if this holds together. But this is an intense line of thunderstorms that is continuing to move off to the east. So again, backing this up, just for a moment, zooming on out and backing this up, we do still have some intense sections of this line of storm. It is severe warned all across the area, so that does include Gadsden County, all of Liberty County, most of Franklin County, most of Gulf County included in that severe thunderstorm warning. Panama City, back off to the west, Washington County, Holmes County, western parts of Jackson County, Walton County, Okaloosa County, you are good. Severe threat is over. Unfortunately, it does appear that a tornado happened out on the beach and moved across parts of Panama City as well, possibly down to the south of Bayou George too. So potentially we could have had a tornado either come ashore or develop just on shore across Panama City Beach, then move into Panama City, then across 231. From the damage reports that I have seen and from the information that has been passed along to me, there's a possible tornado did touch down in that intense line of winds and move across Panama City. That same area of rotation is now on that front line here, thankfully much weaker than it once was, but once again could be talking about a tornado right now currently moving across the Apalachicola River. It is possible. Starting to see the CC drop off, so that would be debris detection. That is good news here, but there is still rotation right there around Gun Landing, back up toward Mosquito Landing. Blountstown and Bristol also seeing an intense line of storms, but again, right now, at least things are appearing to be weaker than they once were going back. So putting this into motion just to show you the line of storms as it does continue to progress. So back off to the west, Bay County, you're clear. It is over. The severe weather is over. Unfortunately, damage in certain areas. Hopefully there are no injuries, none that I am aware of at the moment. Hopefully there are no injuries from that, but it does appear that the potential tornado did come across the beach and then into Panama City, across 231, potentially to the south of Bayou George. Also, we do have plenty of wind reports. 76-mile-per-hour wind report from Tyndall. We had a 60-mile-per-hour wind report from ECP. We had a 70-mile wind report from Gulf Coast State College. That was relatively close to that area of rotation that did move across Panama City. So that potentially. Okay, let me zoom in here and check this tornado warning real quick one more time, and then we're going to pull up the 18-wheeler real quick for you guys to see as well. So I'm going to pause this here and go into that tornado warning one more time for you, just to inform those areas. Again, Woods, Mosquito Landing moving across you, Gun Landing. This is weaker, but anywhere from Liberty up to Hotsford, you will also want to pay attention to this because, yes.
If they are depending on National Weather Service radio, it may be down right now.
So make sure to download the app.
All right, repeat that, Grace.
There may be an outage for the National Weather Service weather radio. It is just emitting static right now, so definitely download the app if you can, so you can watch it from your safe spot.
Okay, so just to repeat what Grace said, we have information that the National Weather Service radio, so your weather radio may not be pushing information to you. If that's the case, you can get all that information on the app, and you can download the app by pulling up your phone into camera. You have to have a smartphone, put it on the camera mode, point it at the QR code here. That will then pull up a link at the top of your phone. You click on that link, it'll take you to the App Store, whatever App Store you have, either the Android or Apple Play Store. Google Play or Apple Store, excuse me. And then from there, you can download the app. You can watch us from that app. You can get that information here. So they have cut down the warning in Calhoun County and now just extended it through Liberty County. So that does still include Liberty County. It's not extended, so that is good news. They haven't extended it further off to the east, but that doesn't mean that you're out of the woods, Hosford, back down toward Liberty in Liberty County. Again, this is an intense line of storms, anywhere from Sneads, Bluntstown, Weewahitchka, as well as all the way down to Port St. Joe. This is still severe warned, but basically from the back edge of this red here, back off to the west, the severe threat is over. So this is just light rain from this point in time, light to moderate rain. But where the severe threat still is, well, that would be Gadsden County, Liberty County, Franklin County, eastern parts of Gulf County ahead of that line of storms. Good news for Gulf County and Franklin County is that most of this section here is being undercut by outflow. So not as intense as the middle section of this line, and definitely not as intense as it was about an hour ago. So that's the good news, is that we have seen that intensity drop off. And you notice just how scattered all of the shear ratio is here versus just how tight-knit all of the shear ratio is from basically the Apalachicola River, from Bristol down through the Woods area, Mosquito Landing, Gun Landing, Lewis, back toward Fawn Ford, Jensen Place, Central City, Liberty, all the way up to Hosford. You're still in that line for potential damaging wind gusts, maybe an isolated tornado in that. Still seeing some rotation here, but this is much, much weaker. So let's pull up the video that we have of the 18-wheeler. So this is, tell me again where this was. This was on 77. Okay, so this was on 77 near the Sheriff's Office and Hardee's, and this is an 18-wheeler. Well, it doesn't look like an 18-wheeler, but it does look like a, well, yeah, it's 18-wheeler. So a big transfer truck. The wind obviously playing a factor here, blowing it over. The driver is in the hospital at this time. Don't know the condition of the driver, but from what I heard earlier, that he's okay, but is in the hospital. So hopefully everything is okay there. But the wind obviously playing a factor in that earlier. Do we have any of the other damage that has been shared with us yet? Just the picture of a water spout. Can we pull the picture of the water spout up? Okay. So, all right. Yeah, so this was south of PCB. And yeah, I mean, that's a clear water spout there. Pretty blurry, but definite water spout on PCB. So not surprising. Water spout, I think a possible tornado did come ashore earlier. Grace, if
Damage on the west end of PCB near Laguna. House, roof caved in, damage to a convenience store, and power lines down.
Okay, let's repeat that.
Damage on the west end of PCB near Laguna Beach. House, roof caved in, damage to a convenience store, power lines down. Very trashed area is what we're hearing.
Okay. So damage on the west end of the beach, and we did talk about that at that time, that there were a couple areas of rotation, possible tornado on the west end of the beach, also possible tornado through the central parts of Panama City Beach and into Panama City from that line of storms that came through, that very intense line. Grace, if you will, if you'll take hand tracker off real quick and click over and change my timeline here to 3 hours. And actually, you know what, I just take off hand tracker, and then I want you to control the radar for me. So bring me back up into chroma key, Megan. So let me know when you got that. Okay, so, and then Grace, I want you to take me back. You're controlling the radar, so I can't move it. So just take me back over toward the beach. So zoom out, take me over to the beach. And take me to the time, around that time that we were talking about. So the west end of the beach, need to go west a little bit more. and then go forward. So Grace in the dual box with me here, and let's go forward just a touch. So this is what we were talking about. Stop it right there. So at 8:28 a.m. Right here where we had this hook, this is when this became tornado warned. And the west end of the beach, obviously, this is Walton County, Bay County line here. We were talking about severe winds potentially coming ashore. Let's move it forward. Would you clear that for me? And then move this forward and stop it right there. And so basically what happened is that this was an intense line of storms and a very intense line of wind. And basically all these little kinks along here potentially were waterspouts. And some of it obviously did come ashore as a waterspout, so that locally enhanced it. Let's go over to the base velocity, leave it where it is in the timeline. Just go over to base velocity and you'll see there is a couplet right there. There's also a couplet just to the south of Hollywood Beach. So let's move this forward just a touch and then zoom into the west end of the beach. Zoop right there and zoom in. Zoom toward the couplet, toward Hollywood. Keep zooming in. Right through here. So right there, that's where the couplet was. This again at 8:43. Couplet there, possible waterspout, potentially tornado that moved ashore. That's where we do have damage report from Laguna Beach back across that area. And then as we move this forward, let's move it forward a little bit more. Let's stop it right there. This rotation eventually moving toward West Bay. Also rotation right there. If we'll go over to the TDS, pull up the TDS signature, and there gives you a much better idea where we potentially could have seen a tornado coming ashore, again toward Panama City Beach, going straight up Middle Beach, potentially toward the Hathaway, and then eventually to 23. So let's move this forward a couple of time steps. And you'll see the massive amount of wind that we had with this. Going back over to base velocity, this was at 8:54. The massive amount of wind that we had here, anywhere, honestly, in this location, potentially could have been a tornado, or this just could have been a massive downburst. We could have just had several downbursts that was lifting debris into the air. That potentially was possible as well, and then moved across the Hathaway Bridge. We know Gulf Coast State College right here, just a short time after that, did record a 71 mile per hour wind gust. Then we had 76 recorded at Tyndall later on. So all of those things potentially could have either been a downburst or could have been a tornado moving across the beach into Panama City, right along the front edge of this gust front. So in these situations, you can get gustnados. Basically what that means is that right along the edge of the gust front that you get this rotation, and that locally enhances the wind right there, basically in the fashion that a tornado would. So again, yeah. So let's just play this through. Zoom out a little bit. And then let's put this in motion. And so there we have it. This is where we are now. Thankfully, the tornado warning has now been basically dropped from what I can tell. They have not extended it, and the rotation is beyond where the tornado warning was. So thankfully, we're not talking about that anymore. But let's zoom out and then play it all the way through. So just take us back to the DMA view here, the home view, and we'll go through what the warnings are at the current moment. So just put it in play, and let's go forward with that. So this is starting at 7:30 and taking you all the way through the time. So this was an intense line of storms that developed basically and caught up to the first line of storms where we had our original tornado warning in Walton and Holmes County early this morning. There's where our first tornado warning moving across the beach into Panama City. And now we have just the lone warning in Calhoun, which is likely set to expire. So
expired for Liberty.
Sorry, for Liberty County. So let's pause this and give the hand tracker back to me. You got it up?
Yep.
And make sure I've got it. Yep, okay. So we don't have a tornado warning anymore, so that's the good news. For the first time in several hours, we don't have a tornado warning. We do have still plenty of stratiform rain out here, but if you are to the west of basically the Apalachicola River, if you were to the west of the Apalachicola River, you are clear of severe weather. Exception being Weewahitchka, basically eastern parts of Gulf County, where the Apalachicola River bends. That's where severe weather is still possible. Most intense line of this storm is now moving through Liberty County, getting ready to move into Wakulla as well as Leon and Gadsden. They just put a new severe thunderstorm warning as I was talking about it. And Franklin County, you are still included in that severe thunderstorm warning. The good news is the southern part of this line hasn't been as intense. So that's the good news here. The other good news is that back off to the west, even though you're seeing reds and yellows, moderate to heavy rain, this is, for the most part, stratiform. We're not talking about severe weather that's elevated. So that's rain that's falling out of clouds that are way above our heads, not at the surface. The surface-based activity is all right there in that red line. So moving through Liberty County, moving into Gadsden County, getting ready to move into Leon County as well as Wakulla and Franklin, you are still yet to experience that line. Everyone else, you are in the clear. And because we've dropped all the tornado warnings, and do we have any other damage to show? Do we have any other damage videos? Okay, so we don't have anything else as of right now, but we're going to continue to go out and get information and collect information on what happened earlier. If we have another tornado warning, we will jump right back on air with you. You can keep up to date, especially if you are in Franklin County. If you are in Liberty County, you can keep up to date with us on our social, as well as the My Panhandle mobile app, mypanhandle.com, and the Storm Track 13 app. Again, giving you one more opportunity here. This is a QR code, so if you have a smartphone and you pull up your phone, actually, can you pull up the QR code here? And I'll show you that. You pull up the QR code off to my left. I think Megan can do that. There it is. So if you point your camera phone, your smartphone at that on your screen, you should be able to get a link to pop up. Get a link to pop up. You can follow that link to the store and you can download the app. You can keep up with us on the app there as well. But our social medias, we're going to continue to update throughout the day, as well as you're going to want to check out the news as we go through this afternoon. We're going to continue to give you information in any way we can to update on what happened today, as well as any potential warnings that do pop. You can bring that QR code back down now. So any potential warnings that do pop out of this, again, this is moving fairly quickly. So this should be out of Liberty and Franklin County probably by 10:30, 11 a.m. But if there is a tornado warning for St. George Island, if there's a tornado warning for Dog Island or Alligator Point, Carabel, if we get that, we will hop back on air for you. So I do appreciate your time. I hope that everyone out there stayed safe this morning. I hope that everyone was able to find shelter in time and avoid the damages that we did see around the area. So thanks for watching for us. And again, you can keep up with us, My Panhandle mobile app, the Storm Track 13 app, as well as all of our social media accounts.